I can't see any hands, so we'll have to just take 4 or 5, and then I'm going to do a split for the newspapers for Sunday for Monday. So off we go.
Mikel, that was as good a start as you could imagine, particularly from your debut players. Could you just talk us through the performances of Gabriel and Willian, who were both very good?
Yeah, they were both really good. Obviously, for Willie, it's a little bit easier because he knows the league, the country, and it's very settled here. So I knew that his performance will happen straight away. With Gabriel, it was a big challenge for him today to come in. He didn't play any football in the last 6 months, and he had a terrific performance. So,
and can I just ask, would you have ideally? Sorry.
Can we go on mute if we're not talking? We're getting awful feedback here. Thanks. Rob?
Sorry, I said, would you have ideally have given Gabriel a few weeks to adapt before giving him his debut, or was it always the plan to get him in quickly?
No, ideally I wanted to give him some time because as well he only trained for a few days with the team, and again physically he hasn't played a competitive match in 6 months, so obviously it was a risk of injury as well, but credit to him, he performed really well. Physically he felt good, and he was very handful today.
Who's next?
Hi, Mikel. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There was obviously an incident that we saw before the game with Eddie and Danny in the warm-up seemed to be a bit heated. Have you spoken to them about that, and what's the situation there?
I haven't seen anything. Sorry, I was inside.
Okay, no problem. And just in terms of, obviously, with Willian had a fantastic debut, for Nicola Pepe to see someone like that come in his position, how much might that spur him on to need to up his performance this season?
Well, it's not for Nico. I think it's for all the players that were today on the bench, and as well the ones that we had to leave at home. That they have to raise the level, and then the performance of the club and the team is going to improve, and this is what I demand them. I'm really happy with all the boys, the way they've been training, but selection is getting more complicated as well with this new rule of just having 18 players in the squad. It makes it very difficult, but they were really good.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Mikel, I probably don't really care who scores the goals as long as you're scoring goals, but for both of your front two to get a goal, for a centre half making his debut to get the other one, and for your other debutant to get all 3 assists, that's a perfect afternoon, isn't it?
Yes, I don't think it gets much better than that. I think it's really good for them, for their confidence, their belief, and to settle in the group quickly. That's always a challenge when you bring new players, but the way they played today and the commitment they show with the boys, it was terrific.
One more before I do a split. Okay, we'll now do some questions. 10:30 deadlines.